Chelsea Mitchell was called the fastest high school girl in Connecticut. Well, that was until the state allowed biological men to compete against her.
In 2019, I was ranked the fastest biological female in the state of Connecticut. When I have to compete against a transgender athlete, I just feel completely defeated before I even run the race. I was this elite athlete, like I was up there with the fastest people in the state, and instead of myself taking home that title, it went to transgender athletes. It feels as if nothing I can do will be enough to win.
Now that 20-year-old is fighting back. Her and 3 other athletes are suing the state of Connecticut to have all of their wins restored, so Chelsea can rightly call herself the fastest girl in the state again. They're standing up for women's sports. Who would have thought? Joining me now, track star Chelsea Mitchell and her lawyer, Alliance Defending Freedom Senior Counsel, Matt Sharp. So you were white lightning, and then all of a sudden, what happened? Some transgender guy starts beating you? How did that feel?
Yeah, I mean, in my junior year of high school, I lined up at the state championship 4 separate times, and I lost those 4 state championships to biological men. And to continuously go through that and to line up against them and just know that I was defeated before I even ran the race was just completely heartbreaking, and, just made all that hard work worth nothing.
When did these men become men? Like, when did they transition? Were they guy track stars before this?
One of the biological males was competing on the boys' team in the sophomore season, right before they transitioned to the female category, and the other one transitioned at middle school, I believe.
Okay. Was this a real transition, or was this just to win medals?
Well, in Connecticut, the policy is just based on gender identity, so pretty much these athletes could just say that they were a girl and they were allowed to compete on the girls' team without, anything else. That was it.
Did so you were in second place. Did you ever confront these guys that were beating you after the race and say, hey, come on, this isn't fair, right?
No, in Connecticut, there was a lot of silence. Our lawsuit's kind of the first one to speak up against this. And in high school, the administrators, the coaches, everyone wanted us girl athletes to stay silent. And I mean, that's why it took so long to even file the lawsuit in the first place, is because the media and everyone was very hush-hush and trying to make us, scare us into talking about this issue. That's
pathetic. All right, Matt, so what's the game plan here legally?
Yeah, well, we're challenging Connecticut's policy as violating Title IX. This law has been on the books for 50 years, and it's provided countless opportunities to young women across the country to let their talents shine on the playing field. But because of Connecticut's policy, Chelsea and the other athletes are losing championships. They're losing medals. They're having records that should be theirs taken by males. And so we're challenging this. We want the policy struck down, and we want the records and hard work of Chelsea and the other athletes recognized.
Are you confident you're going to be able to win this legal battle? You know how these judges are, especially in Connecticut.
That's right. Well, the law is on our side. We even have Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg that has recognized that there are differences between men and women, and that those matter in places like the athletic field. So we're hopeful the court's going to recognize this and uphold the records, uphold the championships that these young women rightfully won.
All right. Chelsea, you look fast on that tape. I'm scared of you. I would never get in a foot race with you or anything like that. Great job. You got great work ethic, and you deserve to be number one in all those years you competed. Thank you so much. And Matt, thanks again for taking this to the courts. Have a great weekend, everybody, and keep us posted on the litigation.
Thank you.